Cancer, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week ahead. Keeping in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone. So make sure to check out your other placements. And if you're interested in a personal reading, have a look at the description below because I'm extending my promotion until the end of the summer. So it's a great time to get a reading if you've been wanting one. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what messages we have for you today. What is the current energy around Cancer for the week ahead? Queen of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Queen of Cups is Cancer energy. And the Queen of Cups in reverse sort of gives us this feeling of being uncertain, having a lack of clarity, and having sort of an emotional response to something that is creating that lack of clarity and confusion. So very interesting. The Queen of Cups could represent your energy or the energy of someone around you, but because this is a reading for Cancer and the Queen of Cups is Cancer energy, I feel like this is you right now. And the Queen of Cups in reverse can sort of have suppressed emotions. She could be feeling insecure. There's no gender here, but feeling insecure, feeling this need to sort of suppress the emotions and sort of refusing to see something that may be clear in other circumstances, but because of the emotional intensity, things seem unclear. And there's sort of this lack of clarity that comes from this emotional suppression that's not allowing you to fully see something for what it is. Now, let's see what could be the obstacle here for Cancer. Ooh, that fell on the floor. It's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So the obstacle seems to have to do with stability, security, family, commitment, standing by each other. Sometimes I feel that the Ten of Pentacles is more of a card of commitment in relationship than the Ten of Cups. It's interesting. To me, the Ten of Pentacles is a time where we choose something. We make choices that are about something complementary. The two people here in the card, it's like they chose each other, and it feels to me like seeing it in reverse makes me feel like Cancer may be second guessing whether or not they're being chosen or whether or not they're the one for someone, like it almost feels like it's a situation involving a love connection where one person's in and the other person may be hesitating, which is causing the person who's in to hesitate. You know what I mean? Like it feels like, and there's like this overriding feeling that the emotions aren't being brought to the surface, that someone's holding them in and stuffing them and maybe just saying, yeah, I'm fine, but they're not fine. And again, I'm feeling like that's you in this reading. It feels like, Cancer. Like, are you sort of saying you're fine when you're not fine, or are you saying you're good when you're not good? Is it because you're not clear on how you feel, or is it because you don't want to disappoint someone or let someone down, or you don't want to take the chance to sort of bring doubt into something that feels like a connected relationship? Very interesting. Let's see what's top of mind here. Top of mind, Page of Wands, just flying out. So self-discovery is guiding you here. You're being guided to really look at inward. When you see the page, any page, all the pages are messengers, and they carry messages for us to consider looking at, and this page, the Page of Wands, is sort of guiding you to give yourself the permission to dream big and to give yourself the permission to have this sort of spontaneous and exciting perspective about what's to come. And it's interesting. It's almost like we're seeing that page in the position of what's top of mind for you, because I think you really want to see something move forward, but I feel like not at the expense of yourself. is sort of where I'm feeling this. And it feels like we're going to find out what's driving this reading right now, what's at the root of this, but it just feels like there's this desire to preserve the status quo, even if it doesn't feel very good. And then there's this sort of other feeling that says, no, go seek out a new dream. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle. And I feel like I picked up on that energy for Gemini today as well, that idea of not settling. Very, very interesting. All the readings seem to be guiding us to sort of look at where we are settling and where we're not speaking up about our true feelings, and that we need to move away from things that don't serve us, because it almost feels like there are other opportunities that are just waiting for us to jump into that pathway, Let's see, what is driving this for Cancer? The Queen of Pentacles. So many court cards. The Queen of Pentacles in this position says, I'm resourceful, I'm self-reliant, and I can do this by myself. So that's interesting, because perhaps some of this is coming from an inability to say the truth about what you need. You may be able to provide yourself with everything that you need, that in a certain connection you might be feeling like you're not getting what you need, and that's fine, I can provide it for myself. But I feel like that's maybe not your true feelings. That your true feelings may be that you want to see if there's something else that could sort of be more complementary to you. It's very interesting. Let's see what the past energy was. Okay, no more court cards, I hope. No, I'm just kidding. But Five of Cups in reverse. So Five of Cups in reverse says that there's been an old story that's been very hard for you to let go of, Cancer. And it keeps replaying itself. Maybe in your heart, you keep sort of expecting this to happen. And maybe that's why you're not talking about your true feelings, because you don't want them confirmed. You don't want them confirmed. But it's almost like if you don't talk about them, then how are you going to know if they're confirmed or denied? You have to know one way or the other. And that there's sort of this feeling around you that says, discover what really is going on in this for you. If you're feeling a lack of clarity, then seek out that clarity, and it feels like there's a part of you that's like, well, I don't want to rock the boat, because I remember in the past I've been so disappointed by others that I don't even want to go there. Do you know what I mean? Oh, let's see what's coming up. I feel you. It feels really heavy, this reading. It feels really heavy. Eight of Wands moving forward into the upcoming energy. Eight of Wands in reverse, which is a time where we're not listening to that inner voice. We're not trusting the inner guidance that's saying, express your emotions, discover where that will lead you if you're completely transparent about how you're feeling. And, you don't have to do everything on your own. It feels like there's a part of you that feels like you have to do everything on your own. And I wonder if that's because, that's how you get things done. Or if there is something really saying to you that things won't move ahead unless you move them ahead. Are you feeling a lack of cooperation from someone in your life? Are you feeling that you're not expressing your true emotions about how you feel about something because you're afraid that you'll get let down again? The Eight of Wands, when it shows up in the reverse, can really be a time where we're not paying attention to our own intuition, where there could be delays because we're hesitating. When we know something deep within and we suppress it and hesitate, ultimately we end up seeing these kind of energies. So food for thought for you, Cancer. Where is this relevant right now for you? Are you suppressing emotions? Is there something that you need to know that you're not even asking about because maybe on some level you're afraid to know? Or you're feeling like, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to disturb the status quo. It's not great where it is right now, but at least it's here. You know what I mean? Like there could be a part of you that's settling. Let's see here. How does Cancer see themselves right now? Chariot in reverse. Stuck. Stuck, stuck, stuck. Stuck, but also not trusting your inner system that's trying to guide you. It's almost like we have this GPS running inside of us. And if you're not trusting that GPS and you're just sort of going on your own, what's guiding you? If it's not your higher self, then could it be your lower self? Could it be that your ego is guiding you as opposed to your higher self? Seeing the Wheel of Fortune here on the bottom of the deck, which makes me feel like you could be trying to control something that's not within your control, and you're trying to sort of move it along, but you're not really connecting to how you really feel about it. You're suppressing how you really feel about it. And that's creating the Chariot in reverse, which is also Cancer energy, and it's in reverse because it's stuck. Notice the 2 Cancer cards are in reverse, right? So it's very interesting that you're showing up as yourself in both positions, right? Your current energy and how you see yourself. So how do you unstuck yourself? Let's see. How does Cancer appear outwardly right now? Star in reverse. So outwardly, you're appearing as someone who has sort of lost faith in themselves, not believing that what they desire is possible, feeling like you're not going to be able to rise above what's going on right now. And it feels like that's what you're putting out there right now. You are feeling stuck, and the energy that you're putting out there says, I'm not going to get what I desire. It's not possible. It's not going to work. It's not possible. And it's not moving forward. And I can't talk about it because then what will happen? Like it really does feel like it could snowball very easily here. Let's see, what are the hopes and fears around Cancer when it comes to this situation? Ace of Swords in reverse. So that feels like the hope and fear lies in the truth. This sword is the sword of truth. It's the sword of victory. It's the sword of truth. And when it's in reverse, it's pointing back at you to say, what's your truth? And I think you're afraid of what that truth may be. I think you're afraid of what that truth may be, Cancer. And you may be sort of in a position where you're keeping your truth to yourself, which is what we saw in the Queen of Cups. You're suppressing your truth. You're suppressing your emotions. And I think your hope is to let it out, but you're afraid, right? That's where your hope and fear lies, is in sort of expressing that truth outwardly and sort of having the clarity to reveal your truth. And we see in the Queen of Cups that there is a lack of clarity and that you're suppressing your emotions. So it's interesting because it feels like you're keeping your truth inside because you're getting stuck. Every time you try to move forward, you feel stuck. 8 of Wands, Chariot, Star card, Ace of these are all stuck energies where they're not moving forward, not in flow, right? Keeping the truth inside as opposed to expressing your clarity. And it's interesting. It feels like your judgment is clouded. You know, you see the clouds here surrounding that sword. Again, the clouds, when it's in reverse, the clouds are what's on top. And it's like it's cloudy. Your judgment is cloudy right now. It's not clear. And it almost feels like you have to seek out some more information or release your truth, like express your truth. It's interesting. You know, it feels like there's a lot going on beneath the surface that you're not talking about, Cancer. You're not communicating it, you're not talking about it, and you're not acting on it. It's just there inside you, you know, and it's creating a very stuck energy. Let's see what the potential outcome is here for Cancer. 7 of Pentacles. I saw this on the bottom of the deck earlier. It's interesting. It really is a choice card. Do you stay or do you go? And like Chris Rex says over on the Minnow Pond channel, I love when he says this. It's such a great way to sum up this card. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth it? At what cost? At what cost will you continue to suppress your emotions and feel stuck because you're keeping your truth to yourself and you're not expressing it? Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck tells me this is really impacting your emotions. You could be very much not present right now because of all of this. Like you're sort of you're suppressing your emotions, your judgment is cloudy, you're not speaking your truth, you've lost faith in yourself, you feel stuck, and there's a past trauma that is sort of fueling you to stay in this suppressed state. And it feels like the Page of Rods is here to help try to break you free from it by saying, come with me. Like, let's look at this from a different angle. Let's see if you can use your will to just stand up in a different way this time. To really sort of be there for yourself right now. Oh, Cancer, it really just feels like a difficult week of needing to be really real with yourself and express those feelings that you could be suppressing. Let's see what the final guidance is here for Cancer to close this reading. Does Cancer need to surrender or surrender to? Oh, wow, look at that. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. It says here, it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. I was going to say feelings, but I think that works too. It does feel like you're needing to really trust the wisdom of your body right now and to know that you can't fix someone. That's not what's going to get you unstuck. All you can do is be accountable for how you really feel and express that. Because that's all you can do, right? You can't suppress, well, you can, but I don't think it's sustainable. I was going to say you can't just hold your feelings in thinking that somehow it's going to get fixed by changing someone else, or that will promote someone else to do something differently, even if you haven't said how you really feel and you're not speaking your truth. You know, it almost feels like you have a really big decision to make about whether or not to keep doing things the way that you've been doing them, or to try it a different way and just say how you really feel. And to surrender the idea that you can change something that's outside of your control, or to fix someone that's outside of you. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave it at that for you, Cancer. I'm sending you so much love and encouragement, because I feel like this is going to need encouragement to sort of coax you out of your shell, to say it's safe for you to say how you feel. And it's okay, even though you've experienced trauma in the past when you've done that, and you've experienced separation and heartbreak and loss and remorse and regret and being let down when you've done that before. And I know you don't want to rock the boat right now, but it's very clear that the reading is guiding you to unstuck yourself by speaking your truth. You know? I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, Cancer. I'm sending you so much love and encouragement, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Take care, my friends.